So we're here today at Lincoln High School once again, providing an update for those of you who really liked the episode last time. Today we're going in with psychic medium Donna O'Dea, and she's going to attempt to cleanse the spirit from the basement and try to tell what it is down there. Because at the moment we don't know if it's a human, a demon, or something even darker that's living in the corridors beneath the school. So we're going to go in, we're going to show you the entire thing, and we're going to hope you love it. Keep watching for more Paranormal Files.
So a little bit on Donna before we start the update. Donna O'Dea is a widely known psychic from Sioux Falls who specializes in psychic readings and spiritual cleansing. She's heralded locally as a completely authentic psychic medium, and she's been profiled in local media outlets many times over the years, from interviews in magazines to news reports like this.
A ghost is a human being who has died, and for one or another, they didn't go to the light. I liken them to a driver who's lost who just needs directions.
Donna O'Dea has been dealing with the dead her whole life. As a child, she learned quickly she was different from other children. Now she uses her gift
The only thing you can do with this is try to change the vibes.
to help others who are not having the best of time with the living impaired.
There's a man in there.
Oh my gosh.
What do you got to say, Nick?
Hopefully we get something pretty crazy, and we're bringing the psychic in, so hopefully that'll stir something up, and so it'll be pretty fun. So, yeah.
We arrived at the school around 4 o'clock, and by 4:05, Donna was there and ready to cleanse some spirits.
Do you ever hear a voice?
Weird.
Can you discern male or
It
female?
was
Male, deep male voice.
Very deep,
Okay, I got this one.
Yeah?
Okay, and he's been trying to talk. This is already talking.
Says equate.
After we got all of our equipment running, we grouped together and headed down into the basement of the school where we had earlier experienced the bulk of our activity. We were joined that day by Donna, 2 of her helper friends, and 1 of their daughters as well.
Shar, you remember when you scared the hell out of me when we were going up these stairs? Oh my God! Jesus, Shar! In this next room, I put that in the movie. We opened the door at the exact same time.
Did you?
Me and you. And I was like, oh my God!
Without further delay, Char led us back into the locked and empty basement.
We have flashlights too, just in case. This is already creeping me out. Oh, okay.
There's 3 of them up here, Colin, okay?
But
Yes.
do you remember where that little room was?
Yes.
When the door was open.
Yes.
Yes. We
Okay.
can go there too.
Okay, yeah, you might want to go into that little room too. Just make sure you guys duck so you don't hit your heads on the...
Perfect.
Does anyone else want
Thank you, Shar.
Yeah.
We'll come find you.
Okay.
Sound good?
Since Donna is a family friend, my entire family asked to accompany us into the school's underbelly in order to witness what was to come.
Just because I didn't get you on camera earlier.
In the dark?
As we all became situated, Nick and I recapped to the group the events that occurred in these very rooms in our previous investigation.
Well, this room doesn't feel so great.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff that's happened in the different rooms. This is so cool. I know.
That's not a good sign.
Ready? The duties? Hold up, let's wait till I get over.
Although we planned on pressing on into the more active rooms right away, Donna began picking up on some negative vibes in the first room and immediately called us back in.
What did it say?
Papa?
Did you ever take anything back there?
No, we didn't go back there at all.
Well, even take some pictures back there? Maybe we should do a video of it.
Do you like feel something over there?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go over there.
We should do really quick. Is there somebody back here?
We immediately walked over to the exact spot where Donna had pointed out the negative spirits hiding and crawled back underneath their hiding space.
Is there somebody that lives under here?
Dude, look, I just took a picture and it just came out black. Even though there was stuff on the picture. Look, here. Look, you can see my flashlight beam on the lens. See that right there?
Yeah.
Now look. This is actually a very strange event. As I held my phone taking photos of the spirit's hiding space, one of the photos I took suddenly came out pitch black. This was impossible to occur, however, as you can see the flash from my camera on the film. It seems that we just picked up on some sort of dark negative energy on camera. This sort of phenomena also happens to my iPhone camera, and only happens to my iPhone camera at other local haunted hotspots, Gitchy, Manitoba. Suddenly, Donna began to be able to discern who exactly was hiding in the space. What do you think it is?
Well, it's they're not human. They're non-human. They're negative, and so they want to be strictly left alone. They don't think they're doing any harm, however they are, because they're feasting on timid, frightened people. And they count on keeping those people frightened because those people are a food source for them. And there's a whole bunch of them back there.
After noticing what was in the crawl space, at Donna's request, we pressed on, deeper into the actively haunted basement.
Okay, so you've had activity in here.
Yeah.
There's a room over here that she said she wanted us to go to.
Let's go over there, because this is
I want to see what this light is, too.
pretty interesting.
As I neared close to the room that Shard said she wanted us to cleanse earlier, Donna began picking up on something evil. Yes.
This is a taunting spirit that's down here. It's taunting. Unlike those ones that are more like suckers, of energy, this is a taunting spirit. It's really nasty. And it's saying, why don't you have some sugar? That's what it's doing.
Is it more like talk than anything, or does it cause harm?
It causes harm. It's capable of causing harm. And that spirit is here with us right now.
Do you have any idea where he's at?
Right here. Can you feel it? Yeah. It feels electric.
You have the EMF meter?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I bring the EMF and see if it spikes?
having a wonderful time.
Dude, it's like broken. Dude, this is dead.
Yeah, that's.
How does that
Oh my god, this has never died before. Unexpectedly, we found that our EMF was dead, even though we had just replaced all of its batteries with a freshly bought pack right before the investigation. It wasn't dead the entire time, however, as I had turned it on camera before we headed down into the basement. Now, no matter what we would do, it would not turn on. Dude, it's like broken. Never died before. Your Ovulus is not working?
Yes.
Whose keys are those?
Woke us up.
Yeah, who's
I'm carrying mine.
Okay.
I know, the Ovulus is also not working.
Oh my God, this just went dead.
What just?
Yeah.
Oh, look, the flashlight that was just working. Can you turn on and off once?
That's weird.
Nick and I just put batteries in it at home, too.
Yeah, that's their energy.
As you can see in this clip from only moments before, Donna's flashlight had been on and fully functioning on a fresh new set of batteries. However, as she detected the presence of a strong evil spirit right in front of us, its batteries were fully drained, just like the EMF meters. Put it on its side or something. See if that will cause.
I hear a voice. Does anybody else hear that? Is that, could we be?
That's the kind of bang
Yeah,
that
that's
is
in Dazzle Bay.
from the other. That's the.
No, it wasn't. It was like that.
Did you just hear that bang though?
Yeah, I heard that banging, but this is a different.
Suddenly and unexpectedly, we picked up on an orb flying by Donna's head. While none of us notice at the time, on camera it's definitely there. Watch as it manifests from thin air, then as it becomes darker it floats downwards and once again disappears. We can tell this is not dust because of its intelligent pattern of flight and how it lights up in the darkness when no flashlights are pointed in this direction. Also, we filmed this in early January 2015 on a day with a temperature of 10 degrees below zero, so it definitely was not a bug. Was it the spirit that was circling and taunting us earlier that we just caught on film? Or something darker?
You guys ready to move on?
Wait for Donna.
Oh my.
Wait for Donna.
Oh my.
Wait for Donna.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. What? There's a really loud breath when I walked in that room. Stop, Donna, you gotta come here really quick. There's something.
There's a pressure. So I'll go in here in the dark.
See if there's light.
I'll come in with you, Donna.
Thank you.
We suddenly found ourselves in the room Shar had desperately asked us to cleanse.
Somebody taking an anatomy class? Okay, this is the spirit of a student who had a really hard time with that class. This is a former student who absolutely could not do that work.
There's a baker.
Oh, there's a no. Hold on. Let me get him on camera.
Do you want to read it to us?
Jeff stole $2 out of my backpack. We were walking down the hall. I was behind him with Lizzie, and he thought I'd steal something from his bag, so we put in the front of him, then put it back, so I took his highlighter. Got to go, yo, love ya, talk to you later. Your lovely wife, Carly. What? Does that have any relevance to you?
Sure, of course. I mean, how did that, and look at that printing, that's school kid printing.
What's that doing down here?
I know. That is the weirdest thing I've found down here.
It says my wife. That was like a scratch. It says my wife. It says my wife. It says my wife.
On reception, I get 0 down here. Not even like
What was that?
4G or anything.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
That was the human voice.
0 down here. Not even like
What was that?
0 down here. Not even like
What was that?
0 down here. Not even like
What was that?
4G or anything.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
That was the human voice. Mom, do you feel anything still in this room?
Yeah. And you know, I told you I was hearing out there. Look on the wall.
Oh. Oh my god.
Right there.
Somebody had a dog, Scooby.
Last night, I had people over and someone told a joke about Scooby-Doo and we laughed about it for like 10 minutes.
This soul was with you then.
Ugh. That is so weird because last night they tried to call Scooby, but they call him Scooby-Dooby-Dooby for some reason. Like they thought that was his name. So we were all laughing for like 5 minutes. That's so weird. Of every word in the world. That was like a pronounced joke that we thought, because he actually was convinced that his name was Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo.
Okay, well this soul was with you, and this soul has the same kind of temperament as the tone of that note. You know, I'm going to get you, ha ha, this is funny, kind of thing. And this was a student here.
You just hear that weird noise? It was like...
That was in that room.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Noise, it was like... Noise, it was like...
Suddenly, Donna felt a completely new entity coming through.
Yeah, it sounded like
Who was a parachuter? Like in the war? Somebody jumped out of planes in the war. Parachute.
I have a friend who was a smoke jumper in Alaska, not in a war, but he was a firefighter.
Okay, that's a war to me.
He died, yeah, he died in a kayaking accident.
It's him. Okay, he's here to help her cross over. She can see him.
He was the light of our lives. His friends. He was, and he died 6 months before I got cancer. He helped me through that whole thing. I could feel him. He would.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
It's so him. I'm just chewing from top to bottom.
He's been around before.
She's not a perfect person, but she's not a bad person. She just really never grew up.
Do you know her age?
Oh, she was in high school. You know.
Did she go here? Do you know that? Did she? Did she go here? Do you know that? Did she? Did she go here? Do you know that? Did she?
And so, through God's grace and your friend, she's been rescued and she is free to go. Okay, she's gone. Free to go. Okay, she's gone.
Thanks, Granny. Don't watch me undress.
They don't do that.
Leaving the room cleansed, we gathered everyone up and headed to the most notoriously haunted room of the basement, where we spoke to a spirit the last time we were there.
You guys ready? This is the really active room.
Oh, it's like there's a heavy.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Whoa!
Did you open that?
Yeah.
Well, that was so loud.
Does anybody smell like gas? Yeah.
It smells bad in here.
Yeah, it smells like gas.
They say like that.
Bad smells like
Bad
demonic
smell, yeah.
times. Hey, it smells clear over here though. It's a lot better.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Show yourself. Show yourself. Are you a coward?
There we go. Here's exactly what it was like.
Oh, this is crappy.
Okay, please turn the light on. Someone turn the light on, please. Please. Someone, please turn the light on. Flashlight, something.
I saw somebody walking.
Right over there.
Yeah,
right over there. I just saw. Oh my God.
It was like a light and it was just walking.
Okay.
It was like slowly like creeping up.
Yeah, that was really freaky. It was through the light over there. Someone was shining a little light, and I saw it moving. Okay. That over there. It was over there. I think it's over there.
Oh, it's there. Oh,
That's good.
I already see it. And there's 2 red dots with it now. It's studying us as much as we're studying it. Okay, I know who this is.
Who?
This is a kid who went to school here. He was killed in a car accident. He was bullied. He was pushed and he was shoved around a lot. There was a big fight. This had to be back in the Bush era. Whatever. Anyway, it was a great big fight. And this kid they didn't agree at all, and this kid was absolutely just bullied beyond belief. And he went out and got in his car and drove really crazy. And he was killed. He was killed. He always blamed the kids that bullied him, and he's taken that with him. He's earthbound. He's stuck with all of that anger. He's devolving like crazy at a rapid rate because of all of that anger. And we all need to help him understand that nobody ever dies until it's their turn, until it's their time.
Is this the voice that we heard?
Yes. You won't find the students who did that here. They've gone on. They're living their own life. And you're stuck here with all your anger, and it's preventing you from going home to God. There's a Charlene or Charlotte.
Char's the janitor.
Char's okay. This spirit has been trying to talk to Char.
Should we get her?
Whoa, we should get Char down here. Char's upstairs right now.
Yeah.
What? You just shook the door. That was the door right over there.
That was the door. That was definitely the door being shaken.
Suddenly, as if to confirm its desire to speak to Char, the spirit began to violently shake the door to the entrance of the basement from across the room, alerting us all.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? You just shook the door. That was the door right over there.
That was the door. That was definitely the door being shaken. That door. Right there.
Okay, so this kid is really angry.
Should we just show her?
Yeah.
Do you have her number, Colin?
Yeah, I can call her right now.
That was weird though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Once again, as we name-dropped Char, some more spiritual phenomena happened. However, only my camera picked it up.
Yeah, I can call her right now.
That was weird though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can call her right now.
That was weird though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can call her right now.
That was weird though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I said, should we get Char? And then it shook the door. Maybe I was like saying yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call Char. Hey, Char. Are you in the building still? Could you come down to the main room where we had the voices talk? Donna, she came up with your name when she didn't know your name, and she said that the spirit wants to talk to you. Yeah, it's really crazy. Could you come down to the room? We're going to see if you can make contact with it. Dude, that door rattling was really scary.
Oh, don't even say that. Don't say that.
That was not scary at all. That didn't work.
It was a door rattling.
It was really interesting.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything to do with apple blossom? I mean, is it...
Mom, you just made those apple blossoms 2 nights ago when I was editing the ghost. When I was editing the ghost movie, I ate it while I was editing this movie.
Oh, okay.
Char finally joined us, and being the only people in the entire building, we were alone in the basement.
You know what she thinks?
Okay.
He died in a car accident. The car keys. That's what she was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
That's a lot.
Do you know any kids who died in a car accident?
That's what I'm trying to think of. He was mad and he was angry, and that's what killed him. Oh my gosh.
Char told us she'd researched the death for us, and suddenly Donna began getting more from the spirit.
So why would my name come up?
He knows you. He sees you.
Maybe from being down here. He lives down here.
He's been trying to communicate with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been trying to talk to you. He's not a horrible monster. He's a scared teenage kid who needs to let go of it all and just go home. He's not a horrible monster. He's a scared teenage kid. He'd like to have one of those apple blossom thingies. He wants to know if you'll bring it here. And I'm going to tell him no. He can go to your house and get it. Somebody is pitching hay, but this is not baled hay. This is hay like you would with a pitchfork, and it would go up on a wagon.
I just did. Last Sunday.
You did that?
Yeah, at my niece's barn.
Okay.
She has horses.
Okay. And you were just pitching it with a pitchfork.
Yeah.
Well,
I
he
was
says,
mucking the stalls.
He said he hopes you don't mind, but he doesn't really get out of here very often. And so he went with you because he's not scared of you. And he hopes you're not scared of him. Okay. So as soon as he gets that apple blossom thing, he's on his way to heaven. Okay. All right, cool.
And with that, Donna concluded her cleanse of the basement.
So look, really quick. So, you know how this meter I just showed wasn't working in the other room? Look at... Now it's working once this area has been cleansed.
After the basement had been cleansed, we finally headed up to the auditorium for the concluding portion of our cleanse of the school.
Now that guy is floating above us in the picture.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Okay, there's a woman in here. And she has a really strong mental energy. No, thank you. She's not going anywhere. She likes it here. Her name is Mary Bell. She just kind of hangs around. She's from vaudeville.
Although it may seem to some like Donna is just spitting out random names and words, the research behind what she's saying is pretty scary.
Her name is Mary Bell.
After the cleanse, I went online and simply Googled the name that Donna had given us, Mary Bell, along with the word vaudeville. I discovered Mary Haley Bell, an old-time vaudeville actress and playwright who actually debuted her first self-written play at a theater called, you guessed it, the Vaudeville. The Vaudeville Theater itself, I discovered after further research, with its bright red chairs and small stage, actually reminded me a lot of the theater at Lincoln. Coincidence or not? Mary herself passed away a few years ago at an old and healthy age. Was it actually her spirit that came through and had taken up residence in the school's theater? We will never truly know. As Donna completed her final reading of the auditorium, she said that Mary had a message for us.
So she can deliver this message to all of us with believability, and that message is she's okay where she is, and there is something that she has to finish up on earth in the spirit form. God will call her home when it's her time to go home.
And finally, with Donna steeped in confidence that she had done the job justice, we concluded our cleanse of Lincoln High School.
We're good?
We're good. I think we're good.
Booyah.